Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sharjah's investment session here at Investopia. Digitization, sustainability, resiliency creates new opportunities for Sharjah to seize. And I'd invite all gentlemen to talk about that in addition in their remarks. Your Excellency, could you please tell us a little bit about the Sharjah Research, Technology and Innovation Park that you head? What is its role, vision, priorities, and how can investors get involved?
Thank you very much. So the main objective of the Sharjah Research and Technology is really to accelerate the pace of innovation in different industries, whether we're talking about production, design and architecture, or water technology, or transport and logistics, or digitization, or environmental technologies. And we do this through four main activities. The first one is to develop an innovation ecosystem which allows innovation to accelerate and to foster. And those has two elements. One is the hard infrastructure that we are talking about, buildings and labs. And the soft infrastructure, we are talking about the right legislation, the right IP policies, the right commercialization mechanism, funds, etc. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the development of talents. We talk about innovation, technologies, but we don't really emphasize enough on talents. So one of the main objectives of SRTIP is really to develop the next scientist, generation scientist with a commercialization mindset, is to develop the next entrepreneurs that focuses on industries, and we do this hand in hand with academia, with private sector, and with government. The fourth objective is really developing technologies, whether we're importing technology and scale them up here, or to take technologies from universities and commercialize them. And at the moment, for example, we are working on four technologies related to hydrogen, fuel efficiency, to conductive concretes, to material science, additive manufacturing, and last but not least is to create enterprises, to create ventures that allows for enterprises to thrive. So those are the four main areas of focus for the Sharjah Research and Technology Park. We've been very fortunate to manage to execute some cutting-edge technologies on the ground. Today, the park hosts one of the largest additive manufacturing and fourth industrial revolution labs in the park. Probably we are the only place in the country where you can print metal for oil and gas, and for automotive, you can print concrete. So we print villas out of technology, and plastic as well. So that's something that we are also trying to expand and become a reference for both industries and academia. We have also developed labs for things like virtual reality and augmented reality, metaverses, and this is again something that we can bring to the table. When we talk, for example, for healthcare, we have established what we call Longevity Hub, Middle East Longevity Hub, and the whole idea is to tackle topics like genome sequencing and related topics. So these are the type of technologies today we work with, and this is basically a basic translation of the UAE agenda for becoming the center for advanced industries. So Sharjah Research and Technology Parks work hand in hand with Dubai Future Foundation, with Masdar and other organizations to fulfill the overall UAE objective.
Thank you for sharing all those concrete examples in very specific areas. It's very exciting what's happening in technology today, printing concrete,
yes,
genome sequencing, and so forth. At the World Economic Forum, we try to support very much the technologies of the fourth industrial revolution, working closely with the UAE in this area. And I just wanted to share, we did a survey of investors. We asked them, what do they need to invest more in technology? And they told us the most important thing is talent, exactly as you said. Could you please give me some more examples of the exact sectors that you think are the technology sectors of the future where you would invite investors to consider investing? Which are the five, shall we say, top sectors if you were talking to an investor and welcoming them to Sharjah?
My reference is what the UAE as a country identify. Healthcare, I think, is a big sector that is evolving, and I think the UAE did very well with COVID, that today we have exercises in Abu Dhabi related to vaccine development and other exercises. I think in our case, we've managed early, very early, like 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, to use 3D printing to print face shields. So we, in collaboration with an existing company, we printed more than 4 million pieces of those. And some of them were expanded outside to the US and other places. So I think healthcare is a good I think it's an industry that is thriving, and I think everybody's no-brainer at this stage. I think transport and logistics is an area that we are very also proud to have one of the largest transport and logistics innovation center in the world. So at the park, we are testing next generation train technology, which is much more sustainable, much more cost effective. I think agriculture for us here in the region is a very key area that we also have R&D center around hydroponics and aquaponics. So those are the areas, I think, healthcare, agriculture technologies, transport, and I think, of course, digitization and the whole fintech, fintech and NFTs and others for those who want to make quick money.
Thank you, Your Excellency. So for any investor that's listening, health tech, transport tech, agri-tech, just a few that he's mentioned. And I think now we turn very naturally to His Excellency Mohammed Al-Musharraq, who's responsible for Invest Promotion. He's the CEO of Invest Sharjah. So could you please react a little bit and share your responsibilities in Invest Sharjah, attracting the next generation of investment?
Sure. Well, thank you so much, Stephanos. Invest in Sharjah is actually the investment promotion agency of the Emirate of Sharjah. We promote Sharjah internationally for investors. We do help investors to come and invest in the UAE in general and Sharjah specifically within different areas, whether they are the free zones or to invest within the ecosystem that we have out of the free zones. As you know, we have currently new legislations in the UAE when it comes to owning the companies out of the free zone, where we have the new foreign ownership law, where foreigners can own their companies out of the free zones 100%. And I think that this is a game changer when it comes to attracting investments in the whole regions. And then here I think we have a competitive advantage when it comes to promoting the UAE in general and definitely Sharjah. When we came from the COVID break, let's call it, looking at what happened during the COVID, the shortage in the supply chain, the focus on healthcare, let's say, the dependency on technology that we witnessed actually during a short period of time made us rethink of the sectors that we have to focus on. So going back maybe to your question to Mr. Hussein, I think we as an emirate, we took actually the initiative to bring one of the international consultants and then work with the colleagues from the private sector as well as the government sector in the Emirate of Sharjah to redefine these sectors. So I think agro-technology is something that we are really focusing on attracting in. Then logistics and transportation, and here I go to the location of the Emirate of Sharjah. When you look at the map of the UAE, we are in the middle connecting Abu Dhabi and Dubai to the rest of the Northern Emirates. We have one international airport, which is Sharjah International Airport. Then we have 3 different ports. And we are the only emirate which has pockets on both the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. So this gives us also a competitive advantage when it comes to logistics and transportation. And then we are also looking at tourism. We are focusing more on archaeological tourism, on medical tourism. We are focusing on ecotourism as well. So this is one of the sectors that we are really focusing on nowadays in the Emirate of Sharjah. And then entrepreneurship and human capital is something that we are also looking at. We have 5 different entities that looks after entrepreneurship today. We have Shara', which is Sharjah Entrepreneurship Center, which is based in the American University in Sharjah, and then they have their new offices at the Research and Technology Park. They have different programs for entrepreneurs from the UAE and out of the UAE, and they also encourage entrepreneurs to come and invest in the UAE. Then we have a special program also for UAE nationals, which is called Rawad, and Rawad is also entrepreneurs in English. Then we have a special program that focuses on women entrepreneurship as well, which is part of Sharjah Businesswomen Council. And then we have a special program which is called Business 101, and this is an initiative by Sharjah Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So these are the sectors that we are really focusing on and trying to attract a lot of investments in currently.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for that very concrete, strategic answer.
Thank you, Faraz.